Greetings, wonderful people. Thank you for being with us again today. Yes, and it's exciting that we're here today and appreciate and celebrate you. Yes, I'm so grateful. Yes, I am. And today being a special day, a good day. It's raining outside, but that's all right. We're going to make it. But, and back to depression. Yes, it is so sad to see and understand to know that so many times we are accepting depression as a norm. Just like in the past, when this pandemic came, we said, well, what's the new norm? Because we can't do this, we can't do that, we have to go distances, lockdown, sit down, put down, no jobs, what you gonna do? Can't go nowhere, can't travel. It's like, it was horrible for everybody because it was taken out of our focus, taken out of our norm, and then taken out of our ordinary environment, so we had to readjust our lives. So what's the new norm? Well, hypocrisy. But no, because we've been hypocrites all along. Yes, we have. Come on, let's be real. Anyway, but today is another day, and another time, and another dispensation, and we're looking at the problem that's going on now. Every time you turn around, there's something happening. The weather, the epidemic of some type of germ or disease, a pandemic is coming upon us. And then, don't forget about the violence and the street stuff and just ordinary, then the inflation, pressure, more pressure and more pressure. Yes, we are experiencing that left, right, and in between. Some people are like real comfortable, they're mild, and it's like they don't have to worry about a thing, they don't think about a thing, everything's cool, they pop the finger, and things happen for them. At times, in fact, the rich get richer and all this kind of stuff, but how are they feeling on the inside? How's their mindset today? Are they really happy? Or do they have joy? Do they have peace? Do they have really love? Do they have compassion and all that stuff? But with depression, we miss a lot. We miss a lot. Even the rich people are committing suicide because there's something going on wrong on the inside. So, what is going on? But we come today just to talk a little bit about norms in depression. And one of the things that we want to talk about right quick, and not to get your fellas ruffle up and things like that, but this political situation. Yeah, politics. Yeah, let's talk about politics. Why not? Come on, let's not talk about politics. Yes, we do. We can't. We're not doctors. We're not lawyers. We're not scientists. But we are taxpayers. We are thought people. We have people that breathe in the air, go to the bathroom. All right. So we have thoughts. We have ideas, and then we're voters. And those who are qualified to be voters have an agenda in the Constitution saying that, it's our constitutional right to vote. Okay, if you're qualified, right. So, with this political situation, there are groups. Okay, there's one on one hand, one on the other hand, and I'm not going to call it the elephant and the donkey, all right? Now, one group says that, well, we're going to try to suppress voters because they don't want to, for the other side to win, and that it should be qualified and make all these different things and policies, yes, okay, to qualify the person to be a voter, period. Beautiful. But the point of it is that now what they're doing is passing rules, making laws that say they can do this and do that, suppress other person from voting. In other words, taking away their rights, which is happening left, right, and in between. And this is why now, like, wow, damn if I do and damn if I don't. So what's going on, people? What's going on, America? What's going on, world? You know, you can't do this, you can't do that. But it says that I have a right to do this and I have a right to do that. Some people are exercising that right, some people don't. So anyway, come to find out, they passed a law one time to suppress some of the voters. And one of the states that passed the law was, unfortunately, Georgia. All right, one of them down south states. All right, and there was a couple of other states that passed similar laws similar to this law. Anyway, this law says that you cannot give food or drink to someone in line to vote. The penalty would be incarceration and a fine. And the fine could be stiff. The penalty, incarceration, could be up to 2 years, something like that. But the point of it is that the other side saw that they passed this law, but they did no effort to go to court and to rebuttal this law, or to say, no, this law is not legal. They didn't go to court and say, well, let's make some amendments to the law, disqualify this law, because you're suppressing the people. You're denying them their rights. You're denying them their human rights. You're denying them right to live. In other words, if a person's in line and they're having a heat stroke, diabetic attack, you cannot give them any food or drink, or maybe they're having a heart attack or something, and you cannot give them some water or pour water on them, having a heat stroke, anything like that, to try to keep them alive while the ambulance or paramedics or an emergency come to help them. They said, well, only the people that's inside the place. Suppose you down at the end of the line, a half a block away, and someone behind you, in front of you, have a bottle of water. Now you got to wait to go. Somebody go to the inside, get someone that's not qualified to come back and bring you something. Find out what's going on. In the meantime, time is of essence. This law should not have even been passed, and then whoever the political person on that side or whatever side should have said something or made amend to this, but that this other side that's running for office that should have said something didn't say anything, and then they're not raising hell about it because now they want the people to vote for them. The other people say, well, we want people to vote for us that passed the law. Okay, now this person win, but the point of it is that the person that didn't pass the law on the other side is going along and said, well, we want money for come to make advertisements, to go out to do this, do that, and the only thing they saying is that the other side is making so much money in their campaign efforts. We have to equal them. Why do you have to equal them? Only thing you should do really is to make the conversation to the people that are going to vote that would you have these people that pass a law that's going to suppress you or to keep you from voting. Anything that's going to keep you from doing your legal rights or your obligation as a citizen, and yet and still they say they want you to vote for them, but yet and still this person says, well, you know how it is, well, we can't fight them. Why not? At least put it in the court. At least get to the people and let the people decide at the polling ground. Why are you going to make money to try to equal them in their expenses, whereas you can just go to the people on the radio, TV, however you want to do, billboard, knock on the door and say, look, these people want to kill you. These people want you out of here. These people want to suppress you for real. These people are against you, and they pass this law. Do you want this type of person to rule you? Do you want this type of person in your corner? Do you want this type of person to have your back in an emergency? That leave it up to the people. Now, we will do better, all this good stuff, right? Anyway, however, but now the point of it is that neither side is really bringing up this issue, and this issue is law. So therefore, if the one that passed the law wins, they're going to enforce the law. They're going to enforce it. Now you say, well, that's not a real law. It is a real law. And they're going to back it up if they win. So are you going to challenge this law now, or bring it to the people now and let them know that, look here, this is the wrong thing to do. Here we are trying to have justice. Here we are having peace. Here we are trying to have economical advancements. But yet and still, these people have done this to keep you bound and chained. That is almost like an equalization to slavery or to imprisonment without being able to have a freedom. So therefore, I just want to bring it to, and I want to know what you feel. How do you think about this? What do you think? Do you think that it's a legitimate thing to do, to let people make this type of decision to rule over a group of people, rule over a state without even saying anything, or just let them pass all kind of laws? Or do you think they should bring forth this law? I don't want to get into the politics of this and that, but I just want to bring the consciousness of the people. Bring you the consciousness of the people of this country, to ask you for the feedback, to ask you for your opinion and suggestion. Therefore, bring it up and let's talk about these things. Let's discuss them. Awareness is so important, but how can you say, well, we're going to pass a law that says that if you're walking down the street, we can just arrest you because you gave somebody a glass of water, or somebody come to your house and we can just arrest you for asking them for a cookie. Wow. These are some of the things that's coming into the past because these are evil situations, evil laws. But anyway, we're not here to get onto the religious part or the moral issues, but just to bring it to your point, bring it to your mind that these are things that's happening. And then maybe the politicians haven't thought about this, but if you haven't thought about it, you haven't worked on it, used it, and you should be screaming loud and clear about all these things that's happening rather than trying to equalize about the money or tit for tat with the person. Let the people know where you stand on either side, either place. Let the people know where you stand, what you want to do for the people. Period. And that way, you'll have a good election day. But anyway, right here, right now, I just want to bring it to you because I am Michael Jones. People Excel in Love MD on YouTube. Subscribe, please. But let me know how you feel. Do a like button. If you don't like it, hey, I understand that too. But you know what? Try it. I don't like it because we are here to discuss things. We will be discussing different things, especially concerning addictions, depression, relationships, and also our spirituality, which is we're falling apart, and then it's all equaling into the same thing: relationship, depression, addiction, spirituality, like a fist. But it's all open, and everybody trying to go their own little way instead of putting it together and making some kind of use of it. So we'll talk about different things at different times, but let me know what you think. All right? Peace. Love you. Bless you. Bye now.